everybody. So today here with me is my one of my best friends, a childhood friend, Mariin. Like we went together through this raw food journey and everything, and for me all of my eating disorder kind of started from there. Actually I had it before as well, but this brought it up again. And she like you also had some eating problems because of the raw food, and you went through some like weight gain and hormonal changes and everything. So maybe you can talk about this, like how it everything began for you.
Hello. It all started when I decided to stop using birth control pills. After that I gained 16 kilograms, and I got acne to my face, to my breast area and to my back area.
And you always had such a good skin, like you have right now.
Yes, I have very good
baby skin.
Now everything is okay, but those birth control, they messed up my body. My hormones. Now I know that I won't ever again take them again in my life.
They're horrible.
they're horrible. I'm very glad that I used them only a few years, but still they affect my body a lot. And after that, when I was 76 kilograms, then Elisa introduced me the raw food, and then I did this 30 days of raw food experiment. And of course after that everything changed, because I started doing 2 times a week some sport, jogging. Then I think, if I remember correctly, then I think it took maybe half a year when I was back in business, my normal weight there. And it wasn't very fast weight loss, but for me, I knew that I didn't want to do any like very strict dieting. Calorie restriction. Yes, this I haven't done.
So you gained the weight, but right now you think it's because of the birth control pill.
Yes.
And back then you thought that you are just eating too much.
Yes.
You are eating unhealthy and everything. And would you, like, do you think that if you would have just maybe kept on eating just normally and wait out the period, and then your body will have balanced itself? Or?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But because like we are good friends, and I was so like raw food, everything raw food, and like eating like more fruits and vegetables, everything can be good, like if you include more fresh food into your diet.
But I wanted to be 100% raw food, and then the problem started. After this, I was afraid of gaining weight. I was orthorexia mindset. I wanted everything to be clean, organic, pure. And I would say that I was obsessed with food, because for example, if I ate my morning, then I started to think what I would like to eat in the lunch, and when I after eating lunch I was thinking what I would eat dinner. And it was like every day, all the time, the same music was playing in my head. And I was so tired of this. I was so tired. I remember I was thinking like, oh my God, will it ever end?
Yeah, and I think especially because for me, like when I had acne and I tried to like eat more healthy, because I didn't want to take any medication and everything, but at the same time, like eating those healthy food and everything, it kind of made me so worried that if I ever have something unhealthy again, then will my acne come back?
Yes.
And I think for you it was the same.
It was the same.
Will your acne come back? Will you gain your weight back? Because you lost the weight during this like raw food period. And then you were like, okay, like this is the answer, so now I have to keep on doing it forever and ever. But your mindset became so trapped and obsessed.
And I remember when I was expecting my first child. She's now over 3 years old, and we went to the Australia together,
just for 1 month.
Yeah, just for a travel, and it wasn't this cozy home situation, and it was like travel situation, and I felt that I want to eat fish, I want to eat cooked potatoes, I want to eat you know, everything that I was deprived, yes. And when we came back, I remember I sat in next to Elisa on a plane, and I said, I'm 7 months pregnant, and I felt that I can't take this anymore. I have to go back to the start. So when I went home, I decided that I will take back chicken, fish, cooked food. If I want to eat some milk products, then I will do that. So for me it was like something had to change here. And but yeah, after that decision, everything started to heal.
Yeah, and I remember this trip, it was in November, and I started my recovery like in October. So in that time, that trip, I was like only 1 month into my recovery, and like going to Australia, I think it was like big like trigger for me as well, because in Australia there is like all these like fruits and raw food, and I kind of almost feel guilty that I don't want to eat those fruits all the time and the fresh food, and I wanted to eat cooked food while being in a tropical country and everything. And it was like a big challenge for me as well to always think like, okay, I have to eat what I want and not eat fruit just because we ate fruit as well.
Yes.
But back in my eating disorder, I would have just like forced myself to always, like I need to eat fruit all the time, or big salads or smoothies. So yeah, and we talked about, I told you that I'm trying to recover and get better. And then on a plane, I think I told you as well that I want to let go of restriction and what I'm doing, and you got inspired that yes, you want to also like stop this like behavior and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for me, it was good thing that I haven't restrict the calories. Yeah, and while I was pregnant, I also didn't do that. So it's a good day. I had very like normal birth and normal pregnancy. So.
But just the orthorexia mindset.
Yes, that I have to the clean eating. Yeah, I have to eat fruits and vegetables. It's very good to my body, and you know all the stories that I told myself why I should do this or that.
Yeah, and the good and bad foods and the guilt all the time.
Yes.
Like guilt. You told me that you even like sometimes when you ate something out of limits, you were even thinking like a week after that, oh my god.
Yes.
Like what did I do?
Yes. For example, if I had this crazy mindset, I call this crazy because it was very crazy time for me. For example, if I ate whatever cake or whatever candy or whatever, for example, chicken or fish, it might take 1 or 2 weeks, and I still cling back to this moment when I was eating this. I was like, how could you? How it's possible that you are not that strong? How can you say no?
But yeah, the body is stronger than the willpower.
Yeah.
Because the body wants what it wants and it doesn't want restriction. So how would you say, how is your eating right now?
How should I say? I think it was over 3 years ago on that plane when I decided that I don't want to restrict anymore. So the healing process started then, and how should I say, after some time, I think it took me maybe 1 year or 1.5 years after the plane trip when I felt that I can eat whatever I want, how much I want, where I want, when I want, what I want.
And how would you say, how is the feeling of guilt? Like, do you feel guilty after eating something or like any kind of food or?
It's very rare now, and I don't punish myself anymore. It's like if I want to, for me, I prefer vegetarian food, but it's not like
Forcing.
Yeah, I don't have to force myself. It's the how should I say, feeling when I eat the vegetarian food, then I feel good in my body. But if I want chicken or fish or some milk products, then I will eat it. And then it's like I don't.
It's all about like finding the balance.
Yes.
Finding a balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be like I want every week some meat product, and it can be like 2 weeks, 2 months, half a year. I don't want any meat products. I listen to my body.
Yeah.
It knows the best what food it wants, and when and how often, and everything like this.
And what are your best tips to somebody who is like resonating with you and all the hormonal imbalances and the weight gain and acne, and like how to come out of this, or like especially when they feel that they are developing this orthorexia mindset?
My best advice for you is to eat what you want. Don't put yourself into a box that you have to be a vegan, vegetarian, raw foodist, that everything has to be like clean eating, everything has to be organic or whatever, because for me it was a box. I was living in a box. Whatever you call it, it's still a box. Now I can say I'm not vegetarian, I'm not vegan, I'm not
Raw foodist.
raw foodist. I'm just Mariin, and I'm eating whatever I want. And I think it's the best advice. And also don't restrict your calories. And this is my second advice for you. And the healing process, it takes time. It takes time. For me, I think it was 1 year or 1.5 or something like this when I felt that I'm healed. That I don't cling back anymore back to those memories. I'm like it teach me a lot, but I never regret anything that I have like experienced.
I also feel that because I went through the eating disorder, like for one, I never have to diet again, because some people maybe they don't develop this like bad eating problems and the eating disorder, so they always diet for the rest of their life. Either like a little bit or like much.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't diet, please. It
ruins your life.
It ruins your life, yeah.
Yeah, and it takes time, but I would say you can 100% recover if you just keep going. And
because I was thinking I won't ever heal from this. When I had this, I was thinking like, oh my God, is it possible to get rid of those thoughts all about food, what to eat next, is it healthy, is it good for me, I can eat this, I can't eat this, I should eat this, I shouldn't eat this, all the music was playing in my head. But now it's all gone, and I don't have any more of those thoughts at all.
Yes!
And the most important is if you have a support. Elisa has supported me a lot, and that she told me that it's normal that my body is going through this recovery. It takes time to heal, it takes time to understand, it takes the hormones to get balanced again. It all takes time. And for me it was like an important thing that Elisa told me that I'm not going crazy. I am not crazy, and it's normal that our body is going through this period. And after this I felt that I'm healed.
because like through my videos I always want people to understand that everything you are going through, and even the eating disorder symptoms, the obsession and the fear of foods, like it can happen because you have restricted foods. It's not because you are like going crazy in your mind and you should just like have willpower. But just like because of restriction you can develop all of these symptoms, and that's why like if you stop restriction, then over time you can actually overcome all of the eating disorder symptoms, the physical and mental symptoms.
Yes, because for me it was 100% I got this eating disorder because I restrict some type of foods, and it all started from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Mariin.
Yes, thank you.
And I hope you got something out of it, something inspirational, something useful.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.